Hello. All right, if you come in, just say hello in the chat. That would be awesome. I'm just going to give it a minute to see if people pop on. I did not give a lot of notice. All right, here you guys are. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Kim. Hi, Vanessa. Both of you. Hi, Susan. Thanks. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know you can hear me. All right, hopefully we won't get a bunch of weird comments this time. If I get distracted, if somebody does start doing something weird, that takes me a minute to figure it out. All right, tell us where you're watching from in the comments. I'd love to know. Okay, hopefully this is working. This is always tricky, you guys. I pull it up and then I put it in and then it deletes everything. And I'm like, I don't know if it's working again or not. And it wants you to retype everything in. And then I create 2 lives. It's just a little bit confusing. Wisconsin, Syracuse, New York, Virginia. I'm glad you made it safe, Vanessa, to Virginia. Awesome. All right. Thank you guys for being here. How are you guys doing? I wrote down the questions you guys asked. We'll get to those in a minute. Saskatchewan, Canada. My dad is from Canada. We love Canada. His brothers still live there. So fun connection there. All right. First things first, we are going to, Bolivia. Awesome. Actually, my dad was in Canada yesterday. He just got back into the U.S. My brother surprised us and 2 weeks ago told us that their family is moving back to Alaska from Arizona. And it was a big surprise. And then my dad drove up with my brother this weekend. So it happened really fast. And he should be here sometime tonight. He's going to stay with us for a couple days. So we're excited about that. All right. First things first. This is this month's giveaway. I actually have stuff to show you guys this time. Thank you guys so much for all the comments. If you're new here, this is the giveaway is something that I just started a couple of months ago because I really love hearing from all of you. So the way that you're entered the giveaway is if you comment on any of our videos for the month, then I add it up. I think last month we had 500 comments. This month we had 1,200 comments, which just shows that we're growing, and that's awesome. And I really appreciate you guys. So I headed to Revive. So some of you might have seen that I go to this store. It's called Revive. It's here in Eagle River, Alaska, where I live. And it's all these local artists. I used to sell stuff there. I used to have a crafting business. I have since sold that part of my business, but I just love supporting local people. So that's where I go that's the first place that I usually go when I want to give you guys an Alaska giveaway. So it's not like stuff from Walmart. It is handmade stuff or from vendors here in Alaska. So that's just a little bit of the behind the scenes for that. Get in there. There's just so much stuff. I have to kind of pick a theme. So I picked up this cute little mug that says Vintage Poppy. It's my friend Faith, and she does an amazing job at all sorts of things. So I grabbed that fun mug, and to go along with that, I grabbed this really pretty soap. It's called Blueberry Muffin. It smells really good. Those are not real blueberries. They are just wax blueberries, and it is a really fun soap. So I figured that went really well with the berry theme. And it's getting cold here. It snowed again today. Crazy. We'd never have snow this early. So I had warm things on my mind. So I grabbed this. Let's see if I can get it to show. Anyways, it says Kodiak Berry Blend. So it's in a local tea company. There we go. Kodiak Tea Company. They sell teas. And so I grabbed that berry blend. And then last of all, these are vintage silver spoons. And then you stamp into them. So this one says, "You are beautiful." This is actually my company that I used to run I started the stamp spoons, and my friend took it over, and she makes these awesome stamp spoons. And this is one of our best sellers. So they all say different things. I love them. They're just so fun. So that is this month's giveaway, is this little berry themed package. Do you guys like that? Is this the kind of stuff that you think is fun to have in the giveaway? I'm not sure. I think it's funny, or I think it's fun. Getting chilly here on the East Coast, but no white stuff. We just keep getting it. It comes and then it like melts, and then it comes and it melts, and it comes and it melts. Kentucky. Oh, wow. Thank you everyone for being here. Awesome. And this month's winner is Kim Lombardo. I see her comment often. I think, if my memory's right, I didn't have time to go back to comments, but I think she's from New Jersey, which is so fun. So Kim, if you will go in and send me an email to TheHammHomestead@gmail.com. I'll write that in the comments. Let me just write that really quick in case you see it. If not, I will also reach out to Kim in the comments. So thank you so much to everyone that commented. I will be doing another giveaway next month. So if you want to be entered, just comment on a video or two or all of them. Yeah. Hi, Amber. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, thank you guys for saying congratulations. Yep. So fun. Now, my hope is, as the channel grows, I would love to do multiple giveaways. I really like this. Is so fun for me to give back. So, yeah, I would love to do more than one, especially around Christmas time. How fun would that be to put together more boxes? Oh, we've got several people from Melbourne. Oh, hold on. My computer says it's not plugged in, and it is plugged in. So let me check that really quick so I don't lose you guys. Okay, I think it's better. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments. I will try and watch the comments. I have 6 questions that were left on a community post, so I'm going to get to those. Okay. Number 1 was how to handle the cold, dark gray in winter in Alaska. Do you get down emotionally in Alaska in the wintertime? And the last part was, what do you do for fun? So, the question is, yes, sometimes I do get down emotionally, especially last year when I broke my ankle and couldn't really, had a really hard time getting around in the wintertime. That was really hard for me. But, so I approach each season as this season has something to give for us. So I love the winter time for a little bit more rest. We actually watch some shows together. We have more time at home. I love being home. So that is part of why I don't mind the winter time. I like the slowed down pace. Mark and I try and find a show that we want to watch together. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to put those in the comments, because we will need a show here in a couple of weeks to start watching. Really, I'll sleep through most of it because I fall asleep 5 minutes into a show. But we also approach winter the same way we approach summer. We try and plan things. If you notice, if you've been here for a while, we did a lot of things this summer. And before summer hits, we sit down and we plan most of it out. Did we get to do everything, or did plans change? Of course they changed. But we always try and plan things that we know that we love to do. Then we always try and add in at least one thing that we're not that we haven't done before and that we think would be fun. And then we leave space for just last minute things. So we'll go ice fishing. We will go lots of sledding. The boys do cross-country skiing 2 nights a week all winter. Mark takes them to do that. I cross-country ski as well, but I'm not very good with tons of little kids falling. Oh, I hear Everett. I'm not sure why he's there. I thought they were gone. So yes. So of course you get down emotionally, but there are things that you can do, lights that help. We also often plan a vacation in the middle of winter. Last year, we went down to Arizona to visit my parents. And the year previous, Mark would plan one of his continuing educations in Hawaii. So we would go to Hawaii about once a year, and his company paid for most of it. And we would just make a trip out of it. So, hey, boys. What's going on? Okay. Okay, so that's part of it. I'm sorry that it's freezing. I'm not sure what I can do about that. Hey, can you come say hi? I thought you guys were on a hike.
Hi.
Is it cold outside? I'm sorry.
Cold.
Yeah, your fingers are cold.
Feel my head.
Oh, hi, Dad. I say hi from the side yard. This little guy needs your attention so I can finish my live, hon. Susan asked if Everett knows that he is YouTube and Instagram famous. Well, not really. I don't know if he knows what it is, but he does love watching YouTube, so maybe he knows. Do you know that you're famous? You have lots of people that love you around the world?
No, I'm planning to do a Minecraft video.
Oh, you want to do a Minecraft video?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the thing about Everett is he has started saying anytime I have my GoPro, I usually film with my GoPro, like if I go to Costco, because it's just little and not a huge camera. He'll say, Mom, I need to talk to them. I need to talk to them. Bring me the camera. And then I'll give him the camera and he'll talk to you guys. So he really does. He knows that what he's doing. Yeah. Huh. Lots of nice comments for you. Everybody's saying hi to you. Yeah. Dinosaurs? That's fine. You don't have to play outside, but you can play with your dinosaurs. Okay, so the next thing is I'll answer Vanessa's question. Boy, how do the boys feel about being on YouTube?
Hey.
He needs help.
You gotta come with me.
No,
Okay, come on.
I'm done with this.
Okay.
I'm done.
Um,
I'm done.
you can say hi.
Yeah, sorry about that. We were working in the chicken coop and I needed 2 hands and turn my back and whoop, he was gone.
Okay, no problem. Thanks. His hands are pretty cold, so I don't know. He wants to stay and hang out with us. Sorry, guys. Okay, real life around here. Always. When I make real videos, I can edit those things out, but not real life. Okay, so how do the boys feel about being on YouTube? For the most part, they love it. They love watching YouTube. They love asking about the fall. You guys, they ask, how many new subscribers do we have? Is there any comments for them? They love it. I will never force them to be in a video. So if they are not interested, if I'm like filming and they say, I'm not interested. Sorry, I just saw a comment about my. You guys know what? I wonder if my sound is through these. Can you hear me better now? I don't know. Oh, well, I'm just going to keep talking. Tell me in the comments if it's any better. So if the kids say, I don't want to be in this, I'm in a bad mood or things like that, then I just don't film them and that's fine. Or if they say, oh, I don't really like that, then I will edit that out. I'm not going to, my kids are very normal kids. They have meltdowns. They are emotional. They don't want to help sometimes, and I'm not going to put that out on the internet for everybody to judge them. So this stuff stays around forever. So you mostly see their best behavior on here. But one of the things that as a mom helps me, especially raising 4 boys, I've done a lot of life coaching type stuff. I listen to a lot of podcasts about that and things that the thoughts that I have about them are really important. So if I am always thinking, these boys are crazy, these boys are hard, then my mind bring information that they're hard, they're too much or what, all those things. So if they're doing something that's very normal behavior for a child, tantrums, getting really emotional, having a lot of feelings, these are very real emotions for a kid. Like those feelings and what can I do to help them through those emotions. Luna wants to come say hi too. So anyways, I love my boys. They are a lot of work. It's not easy being a parent, but we are having a good time sharing our life here on YouTube. And I really like to just respect them. If they don't want to be in something, then I don't make them. But like I said, Everett has gotten to the point where it's always, Mom, I need to talk to them. Come here. I need to talk to them. And he wants the camera and wants to be on. So I try and respect that. All right. Next question. Favorite thing about living in Alaska? That's a hard question because there's so many things. It kind of breaks down into 4. I put this on an Instagram reel the other day. You guys, if you're on Instagram, please go find me. I put different stuff on there. I have lots of fun reels that I've been making. It's just a totally different type of platform than here. So go find This Alaska Life on Instagram and follow us because it's really fun. So there's my little plug for Instagram. But every time we drive around, I just am like, oh, it's so beautiful. All months of, every different time of year has its own beauty. So that never gets old. I honestly like seeing whales never gets old. Seeing northern lights never gets old. Seeing beautiful scenery, it just doesn't get old because I just like really love it. So that's the first thing. 2, I love raising adventurous kids here. Oh. It says that I'm reconnecting. Can you guys see me? I'm going to take you guys on a little walk. I'm going to go down closer to the router and see if it'll work. Nope, it just says I'm reconnecting. I don't know, they were wet. It's not good. I just have my.
No, that's not good at all.
I know, hon. It's okay. I'm not panicking. I'm just trying to move. I got it. Thanks. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, I'm down here next to the thing. Let me just plug my computer back in. Hopefully. It's so hard being on this end because it tells me things and then you guys, oh gosh, sorry. Can you hear me? Can you see me? All right, thanks for sticking around. Sorry, it's so crazy. Okay. Favorite things about Alaska. Let me just quickly finish that question. I love the people. There are great people here, and we really just are grateful that we have good friends here, adventurous people, lots of different people. So awesome people here. And thank you everybody for letting me know it's fine. I have full bars right here. I should have just set up down here because this is where the router is. So hopefully no more interruptions from that. And then I just love raising our family here. I grew up in Texas, moved here when I was 14, started just a few things with my dad. We learned how to salmon fish. We started mountain biking, hiking, and then that's as far as like my outdoor adventure went. Met Mark when I was home from school. Mark and I were going to the same college. We went to BYU in Utah, but we didn't know each other. We're 5 years apart, so our paths just didn't cross until we came home for a summer. We met, and then we started dating up here, continued dating at college, and then decided to get married. We actually both graduated on the exact same day, and were able to walk together, which was really fun. Mark served a mission for 2 years in Spain, so our paths worked out, and he got a master's degree. So our paths worked out for me with my bachelor's and he with his master's degree to graduate at the same time. And so it just was good. God put our timing perfectly together. I student taught for the summer. He did his CPE exams. He's an accountant, or his CPA exams, sorry. And then we moved back up to Alaska. So I didn't grow up this way. but he just has shown me all the wonderful things about Alaska, and I just fell in love with it more and more and more as we have raised our family here. So those are things that I love about Alaska. I did have a question. It was actually from my sister. She said, where would you live if not in Alaska? That's a hard one. I don't really have any. My brain doesn't go there because I know we'll be here. This is just where we live. So there's no real plans to go anywhere else. Now, maybe when we're like snowbirds and old, then we would think about it. So I can't really come. I love Hawaii. That would be fun to live in Hawaii in the wintertime a little bit and then live in Alaska in the summer. But that's like so far away that that's not really even a question for us. But I know that we could be happy wherever we go. But we prefer to be here. And Mark loves his job. He has a good job. So we don't plan on going anywhere. What do we set our thermostat at? So in Alaska, we do not have air conditioning. We just have heat. We have baseboard heaters in our house. We keep it around 68 in the wintertime. We use lots of blankets. Sometimes we'll put on the fireplace that heats up the upstairs, but that's about what we're at. Okay, that keeps telling me that my connection is unstable. So hopefully you guys can still hear me. What does Mark do? He is an accountant. I already answered that, but he is an accountant for a Native association. They do all the medical care for the Aleutian Islands, which if you're looking at my hat here, it's these islands out here. They do all the healthcare, Head Start, things like that for the Aleutian tribes. He is the CFO of that Native corporation, and he does a great job. He has a wonderful boss and people that he works with. He loves the Native people and has been really good working with them. There's just so many benefits outside of a paycheck that we have found working with that company. Like when I had Bennett, our second son, he was an emergency C-section, 6 weeks early, and he needed to leave immediately, and they were just fine with him leaving, fine with him being gone. There's just so many benefits like that. Do you burn wood? So when we did our home remodel, which I do have a home tour coming up here pretty quick, we put in a gas fireplace. We can use it even if the power is out. We just decided with young kids, not putting a wood burning one was probably the best idea. We could have gone either way. But hauling wood all the way upstairs, our main living space is upstairs, and then storing it and things like that. We just like to have our fires outside and at the cabin. And then in the house, we just like to be able to flip a switch. Sometimes it's just kind of nice. But it has a really strong fan, so it really warms up the upstairs. We got a really high efficiency fireplace, and it's great. Kim, 68 would be freezing. I'm guessing we probably go up to 70 in the winter. I'll have to look, and I'll talk about it in a future video. Mark kind of controls all that stuff. I just don't pay that much attention to it, but I always have on lots of layers, and we have lots of big blankets laying around. So Tina asked, what did you do before kids? So I was an elementary teacher. I taught 5th and 6th grade. I got a long-term sub position when we moved up. We moved up in like September or October. And so the school year was already well underway, but I got a long-term sub position. They hired me on. So then that's how I got into the school district up here. And then I taught for 3 years. We got pregnant with Hunter. I actually went into labor at school. So I had an appointment before school in the morning where they checked me. It was about a week before, maybe 2 weeks before my due date. They checked me, said everything was fine. I went to school and I was just like, something feels weird. I was in the computer lab with my students and I just thought, this doesn't feel like anything I felt before, first time mom. So I finished the day, but I just remember kind of like quickly getting my desk all put together. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be here tomorrow. And then I let the ladies in the front office know. I was like, I don't think I'm going to be here tomorrow. Let's find me a sub. And then I ended up having him at like 5 o'clock the next morning. So I was in labor, kind of fun. And I'm just glad he wasn't born at school first baby, longer labor. So, yeah. Do you have a propane tank? We do not. We are not on propane. We have city gas where we live. So we don't need to get anything delivered. We do have city gas, even though we're on septic. Yeah, but most of our house is run off of gas, our stove, our dryer, our fireplace, they're all gas, but it comes through the city. So our gas bill, and our electric bill drops in the winter, and then they switch places in the summertime. Okay, I think that is all my questions. If anybody has any other questions that you'd like me to answer, I would love to do that. But I don't see any coming in. Let me see. Okay. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Sometimes it's delayed over here. I just have, so I am really behind on my posting. So just so you guys know, when you're seeing things, it is about a month after it's happened right now. It's about a month after. So the numbers for COVID are really, really high in Alaska right now. And then you're watching me not wear a mask and things. Just know that I am back to wearing a mask at Costco. I have a really hard time getting Everett to wear a mask. As you can imagine, he just rips it off. But we are back to wearing masks. We're back to just being really careful. Yeah. So, I'm tempted to just jump ahead and just start posting more regularly. We just had so many fun adventures over the summer, but I took the time to film the stuff. So I am still having a good time editing it and getting it out for you guys. So just know that I'm a little bit behind. Eventually, my goal is to get more caught up. But I put out 15 videos in September when I counted all the comments. That's a lot for me, you guys. So, and just know that I'm about 15 videos behind. So I've got a lot of fun stuff coming up for you soon. Somebody said, it's amazing how you handle an octopus, you guys. You have not lived until you catch an octopus. When Mark showed me that for the first time, my mind was blown. How it just comes out one tentacle at a time. I just love it. And then we go and eat it. It just is all part of the experience. We love it. Anyways, if you're don't know what I'm talking about, go watch our last video from the cabin. We found an octopus. We hadn't found an octopus all summer. I hadn't. My older boys had found one in the spring, but I hadn't found one all summer, and so it was so fun. We found 3 dens, and we're able to get one to come out. Oh, and holding it and having it stick to your fingers. If they're out of the water, they don't have all the defenses that they have in the water. We would never be able to get it if it was in the water. So thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Since the holidays are upon us, what are your plans? I've started thinking about presents. I don't like junk. I'm kind of becoming more minimalistic as I have more kids. And so we try and give the kids things that they can use. The boys are really interested in learning how to free dive with Mark. So we plan on getting at least the older 2 boys really nice wetsuits so they can start swimming more at the cabin. You guys, if you've watched our videos, you see that they jump in. They jump in the ocean all the time. I've done it once or twice. It is so cold. I just can't believe they do that. So I think that's what we're getting the older boys so that they can start learning and doing that with Mark just out in front of the cabin. They really want to do that. So that's where Alaska gets really expensive. The food's expensive. The houses are expensive. Yes, we budget for that. Cost of living is higher, but wages tend to be a little bit higher to adjust for that. But that's where it starts to get expensive is when you have hobbies. The airplane is expensive. They're not that, I explained this last time, but they're not that expensive to buy relatively. We got our airplane for $35,000, which I know a lot of people spend a lot more than that on cars, but it's the upkeep of that, guns, clothing, keeping the boys well clothed so that we can do all these fun adventures. That's where I feel like it really starts to add up. And you have to have a new set of stuff for like every season. So yeah, that can be a lot. How cold does it get where you live? So we live in Eagle River, which is like a sub city of Anchorage. We are all right by the ocean. Everywhere by the ocean doesn't get that cold comparatively. That ocean keeps it so that it's at a moderate temperature. Now, we do still sometimes for a couple days every winter get down to -20. That's very rare. We usually sit between 32 degrees and 0. Sometimes we get in the negatives. Believe it or not, our kids go out to recess until -10. That's the cutoff. When we drop them off in the morning or they take the bus, they have to stay outside till -10. So that's why you got to have them in good warm gear. They go out to recess in all kinds of weather. Still post the old stuff. It's great. Thank you. I'm just going to keep plugging along, you guys. It's good. Good night, Tina. She's off to bed. I love the fact that you guys caught your own meat. What's your favorite dish? We just eat everything. We love steaks. We eat a lot of steaks. We eat a lot of like stir fry with vegetables. We eat a lot of hamburgers, spaghetti, just the normal stuff. Lots of roasts. I did make a food plan for this month. We'll see if I can follow it. I'm not very good at following my food plan, but I did list out some things. I did have the impression the other day, though, my mother-in-law is amazing. She herself has probably shot 13 moose. I've shot 2, but she's an amazing cook. Amazing. I had the impression the other day that we should probably, just for posterity, put together a cookbook of all her favorite things that she makes with moose, because she's an amazing cook. And she and my father-in-law, Bill and Linda, they taught me, because I didn't eat this stuff growing up. Before meeting Mark, I had never even tried moose. They taught me whatever you can do with beef, you can do with moose. Whatever you can do with chicken, you can do with halibut. And I live by that. So other than the occasional Costco fully cooked chicken, we don't buy any chicken really. And so we just use those things. Let me see. Next question. You love the moose video. Thank you. I'm glad that you guys enjoy seeing that. A year and a half ago, didn't think that, I don't know, I put those out and I wasn't sure if that would be interesting. So I try and make them, you're not going to see the entire thing, but I really just try and show you what it's like. We can take our moose to a processor. Our favorite one here in Alaska is called Indian Valley. They promise that you get your own meat back. A lot of them don't promise that you get your own meat back, which scares me, because Mark does such a good job to take care of the meat that I want to get my own meat back. So that scares me a little bit. And honestly, when I was like pregnant with number 2 and 3, I was a little bit like, oh, this is too much. I don't want to do it. But we've just found our rhythm in processing the meat together that I actually really enjoy the process now. And I remember looking at Mark's parents, and they just enjoy the process of processing meat. And I thought, I can enjoy this. It doesn't have to be drudgery. It's tiring. It's a lot of work, but we really do enjoy it. You should have her do a cooking video for you to post. I should, you guys. I really think that, I have some ideas. We don't do as much in the wintertime. We just don't, because we don't own snow machines. So we don't go snow machining out anywhere. So I really have a list of videos in my head and written down in multiple notebooks of things I can share in the wintertime. Cooking with grandma would be an awesome one. They have some amazing stories about living in Alaska. They have lived here since the 70s, and they saw Alaska when it was so much more rugged. They've have a couple bear stories that are terrifying. I think I need to get them filmed for posterity's sake and for sharing with the world, because they are so amazing. You're going to see really soon their 50th wedding anniversary we just threw for them about 2 weeks ago. And they're amazing. And it was so good to honor them, but they just have so many cool stories to share. So I hope to either do that for our video, or it'll be over on Mark's channel. The way that YouTube works, we figured out pretty quick that we kind of needed to split our channels because Costco shopping and then his videos, they kind of hit different demographics. So if you like both of them, you're welcome to subscribe to both. I try and tell you guys when there's stuff over there. We're just at one video a week on his channel because I am the entire crew of editing. So check out both our channels for stories and things throughout the winter. I really think, I also think that it would be fun to teach you guys some things like if I were to come to Alaska for 7 days, this are things that I would want to do and cover that for maybe the different seasons, just my perspective of what I would do. If you think that might be interesting, let me know because to me, that might be helpful. I think that might be a different group of people that want to come to Alaska. But eventually, I hope you all want to come to Alaska because it is an amazing place. Do you have to worry about bears a lot in your house? I live in Ohio and would be afraid to go outside. So truth be told, I have seen one bear in our yard in the 9 years that we've lived here. And it was late at night and I just heard something and I looked out the window and it was looking in the chicken coop. Luckily, it couldn't get in. We have a carabiner over the door. So I do worry about it like a tiny bit, but we keep our trash locked up in a trash can, a bear trash can, or we pull it inside. We have the beehives. I feel like the bears make their rounds at night and we're not out there like when it, but it is something that we are always aware of. And we've taught our kids, if you run into one, you back away slowly, you don't run, you make yourself known, you say, hey bear, and you make yourself known. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm going back up. Yeah, maybe I think I will do videos cooking with her. I don't know, they usually travel a little bit during the wintertime. We'll see what happens with COVID, but I think that we would treasure those. She is an amazing cook. Like, I feel like I'm a good cook. She is an amazing cook. How are the new chicks doing in the hen house? They're doing great. Their mom's taking really good care of them. It's warmer in there. I did have a question recently about the chickens. Now, we don't have to heat their chicken coop. They keep each other warm. It is insulated. It is an Alaskan chicken coop. It is insulated. They keep each other warm. What we do have to do is we have to have a heater for their water or it freezes. And we have to put artificial light in there if we want to keep getting eggs because they need like 15 hours of daylight. We get down to where we have like 3 or 4 hours of daylight. So you can't just leave them on their own. So that's how the chicks survive or the chickens survive. We would love to try moose. We don't get that in Chicago. Not something that I'm going to be sending through the mail, but I hope you get to try it one day. We love sharing it with people that come. They're always like, oh, this is so good. And Mark has done a good job teaching me how to cook it. Wild pork, sheep, goats, and cows beside the ocean. Just started watching. We love your channel. Thank you so much, Deanna. I appreciate it. Joan said she just found our channel, binge watching. Wow. Thank you so much. You guys, when I start seeing your comments, like video after video, and I realize you're going through the videos, it just like makes my heart happy. We kind of joke around here that Costco videos are the gateway drug. A lot of you come from Costco videos. And then I hope that you go back and watch the adventures that we have because I think that's where the real fun is. The Costco videos are fun. I love Costco. I don't know what I would do without it, but it's kind of that like hinge point that gets you in the door. And then I hope that you enjoy staying around for the rest of this stuff. No moose in Chicago. Nope. Kim, Alaska's on your bucket list. I hope you come one day. And I hope you guys reach out and let me help you know what to do or just let us know when you're coming to Alaska. I want to celebrate that with you. And if I can like pass by and say hi and meet you, that would be awesome too. What time is it here? Right now it is 6:40 at night and it's starting to get dark, which is so weird after a winter or a summer of so light. We're down to about 12 hours a day, like about 12, between 12 and 13. In Alaska, we count down. We lose 5 hours and 40 seconds a day until winter solstice. So you can imagine that gets less and less each day. It's a lot. Hello from Anchorage. Hi, hi, Linda. Thanks for watching. if you ever see me, please say hi. Sometimes I see people looking at me and I'm like, do they know me? Do they know me from YouTube or Instagram? But I don't know them because I don't see your faces. So I would please say hi. Challenges into blessings. You are moving to Alaska next spring. Well, I'm so sorry your son had seizures. That is really, really hard. My nephew has seizures. Blessing, I'll pray for you guys. Well, reach out to me in comments, or the nice thing about if you go follow me on Instagram, you can message me there. You can direct message me. I love talking to you guys on there. So if you have more questions, please reach out to me on Instagram. Would we ever consider getting a dog? Oh, that's really, I don't know. I think it would be fun to have a dog. Mark's not a dog person, which is fine. We have a lot of kids, and the cat seems to be something that works well for us right now. It's hard to have a dog in the winter, having to let him out. It gets so cold and things like that. But a lot of people love having dogs. So it's not off the table, but it's not something we would do anytime soon. Somebody did ask, I saw it run by, how many nieces and nephews? So I believe we're at 19 grandkids on my husband's side, and then 21 grandkids on my side. And my niece, my oldest niece, Haley, got married, like, I want to say when she got married in conjunction with my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. Anyways, several years ago, she has a baby and is pregnant with baby number 2. So my parents are great grandparents, and I'm a great aunt. So that is really fun. We're starting the next generation. None of my siblings will have any more children, but I'm like, oh, if I have another baby, then they can be friends with their, my niece's babies. So second cousin, which I am the baby of the family. My oldest brother is 18 years older than me, 17, 18 years, something between that. And so there's a big age range. So his kids, I kind of grew up with his kid, like taking care of his kids for him sometimes. And so I know his kids almost better than I knew him growing up, because he was always at work if I went to visit. And then as an adult, we've become friends and become close. Well, more than friends, we're siblings, but I love him and his wife now. But as a child, it was like, she could be my mom. So it just felt a little bit weird. But as adults, we are all really close. Okay. I love the cabin trips. Oh, I'm glad you like them. I don't want to show the same thing every time. So I try and think about what I could share that's different every time we go. But then some of you haven't seen the past one. So we love the cabin. You guys, it's such a magical place. Yeah, it really is. Hi, Vicky from Australia. We have several friends from Australia here. Thanks for being here. Challenges into blessings. It is so worth it. Kids they throw you, it just throws curveballs all the time, but as you work through those hard times, your love and your for your kids, it just grows. Bennett was really, really sick when he was born. I got a parasite while I was pregnant with him. And so the first year of his life was just endless doctor's appointments and medication and blood draws and things. And your love is your heart just grows so much as you take care of them and serve them. I had a brother 28 years older. I'm a baby of 10. Wow. See, that's amazing. My 2 sons are 15 years apart. Yeah. Do you have a lot of family there? Your boys are so sweet. Thank you, Tammy. So my parents live here during the winter, or during the summertime. They go to Arizona in the winter. I have a sister here and her 3 kids, which line up with my 3 older kids, and they're just like their best friends. Everett is obsessed with his cousin Sean, who lives in Anchorage. He's 12, and he just loves his cousins. And then my brother and his wife, they're in the process of moving back up here. Mark has 1 sister that lives here, and she has 4 kids. And so we love doing stuff with them. You guys see them all the time. If you watch the cabin videos, that's where we typically come together. She's got 3 girls and a boy. So it's really fun to be with the girls and see the different personalities, because I don't get that around here. Yeah. Kim, you're the baby too. How fun. I like being the baby. If I can confess something. So we have 4 kids. I'm number 6. Sometimes I think I need to go to 6 kids because that's where I was. And I'm like, my parents would be without me. That would be so sad. Like, I feel like maybe there's something else waiting for me there. So do you change the time in the spring and winter? Yes, we do. We do daylight savings up here, which is fine. It actually makes it a little bit lighter and nice in the mornings. Amen to that. My son was born healthy. He ended up getting sick from formula. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is really rough. Time to have another baby. Maybe. I don't know. The thing with the baby is with breaking my ankle and then with the pandemic, I feel like I just put on a bunch of weight and I'm just trying to get my health back in order so that if I do get pregnant, then I am healthy. So that's my big thing. And 4 kids is already a lot. I love them all, but they are a lot. They're a lot of work, especially when we want to go do things. So I'm just trying to see if I'm ready to gear up for another baby. Everett will be going to kindergarten next year. And I'm not sure how I feel about being alone. Like, it would be fun to have a baby, but it would be fun to just also get to do different things once he's in school. We'll see. I haven't gotten to the cabin videos yet. I'm binge watching. Oh, thank you so much. Mark doesn't have too many videos yet. We're just starting that channel. So if we have more babies, they'll definitely be girls. Okay. That is I would be fine with more boys. I really, really love my boys. And I know one day they'll probably all go hunting with Mark and I'll have a break. But I would love to have like 2 little girls that could be either close in age or twins. I don't know if that twins don't run in my family, but I already have their names picked out. If I did have 2 little girls named after their grandma or my grandmas, but no, I don't. Sorry you came in late. I'm not having another baby right now. It's still on the table. But right now we're just trying to figure out what life is holding. This last year and a half was rough, you guys, but I've been getting up almost every morning, 5:30, working out. The boys are back in school, so it's still on the table. Raised 5 boys and 1 girl. Yep. Awesome. Always been fascinated by Alaska. Prior to the pandemic, we were thinking of a cruise to Alaska. Yeah, I've never been on a cruise. I don't know how a cruise to Alaska would be. I would just say if you do cruise to Alaska, give yourself some time in Alaska once you get here. Actually, I've never been on a cruise, but when Mark and I came up, we did ride the ferry from Prince Rupert, Canada, up to, I can't remember where we got off. And then we had to drive for another day. We brought our car. And there were some really fun things along the way, but I think you need to experience South Central Alaska because there's so many cool things to see. You didn't miss a big announcement. That's so funny because on Instagram the other day, I said, we've come full circle and we're finally ready to announce that we are getting to go fishing as a family again, because Mark and I used to go fishing a lot together. And then we just took the boys fishing 2 weekends ago on our favorite river. I did video it. Hopefully that'll be up soon. But I said, we came full circle and we're happy to announce. And she thought I was announcing that we were having a baby. No, we were announcing that we got to go fishing as a family, which is really fun. Boys are easier. I have 2 of each and my boys are so much easier than my girls. I've heard that, but I would just feel blessed to have any other kids. I have heard that. You love going on cruises. Awesome. I would love to go on like a warm cruise. Do you guys want to hear a funny story though about cruises? So my in-laws are very outdoorsy people. They'd rather just camp and live on the ground than do anything fancy. That's just who they are. But their kids convinced them to go on a cruise with them several years ago. And they went, and it was the cruise that went out of San Diego, made it about 100 miles out, and then had a fire. And they called it like the spam cruise or something. They ended up for like 5 days, no plumbing, they just like brought food in that was just, non-perishable food. And they lived in their bathrobes and read books and had no power, so no light. So that was their cruise experience, their one and only cruise experience, which made me kind of grateful that I did not go on that cruise with them. I think I was pregnant at the time and I'm like, that would be a lot. So Oh, I'm sorry your screen went black, Kim. Can the rest of you see me? All right. You're probably getting bored listening to me at this time. Good night, Susan. Oh, have so much fun at your granddaughter's birthday party. Oh, I love a good birthday party. 2-year-olds are so fun. Awesome. All right. So go connect with me over on Instagram. That's more like in time. I really do try and get back to as many comments as I can. This is my rule of thumb. I give myself like half an hour and I answer as many comments as I can on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, sorry, on YouTube. And then I come back and answer them again if I can the next time. And then eventually I get through all the comments because I love talking to you guys. But if you want more real time and seeing what we're doing behind the scenes, go follow us on Instagram, This Alaska Life. I only have about 200 followers over there, and I would love to have you. It's a newer thing. I just realized, oh, I can post over here. I had a thing for a long time in my head, like I can't post to both because I don't want to give away too much. I just like the easier connection, the immediate connection that we can get on Instagram that is not available on YouTube. Is it still snowing? It snowed all morning. It turned to slush and it's not snowing anymore, but the snow has never melted from our yard because the sun is not getting high enough in the sky to melt. So, oh, Vanessa, I didn't see the second half of your comment. Raised 5 boys and 1 girl. The girl is hardest by far. So, all right, maybe I just want more boys. Not that I have any way to decide that if we had more kids. Oh, that's so funny. All right. Sometimes I feel like the chat is a little bit slow. So I'm just going to make sure nobody has any questions, further questions. Do you prefer me to do this live for the giveaways every month? Let me know. Because I think it's kind of fun, but I don't have to. I could just do it in a video too, but then I don't get to talk back and forth. Oh my gosh, 90 degrees still. That's a lot. I love the heat, but we are definitely getting into winter mode here. I need to do a full change of, we got to clean out the lockers, get out all the snow gear. It's coming. It takes a good week to get everything transitioned over. Thank you for going live. Awesome. You know what? Eventually, I would like to maybe try and do this on Zoom, and then I can see your faces. That would be even more fun to me. Let me know if that is something you'd be interested in, having like a Zoom link, and then we could see each other. Do I follow other Alaska families on YouTube? Yes and no. I don't have a ton of time to sit and watch YouTube because I'm so busy editing my videos and getting them out. But when I'm warming up at the gym in the mornings, I'll pull up a YouTube video. Often I'll watch people in Alaska just to see the style that they're doing, what they're showing, what people are commenting, to see what people actually want to see. So I look at Summers in Alaska, Simple Living Alaska. Tell me if there's other ones that I should look at. We all have a little different thing to offer. I really feel like we do a lot of things as a family, like the Simple Living Alaska. I think that's their name. It's just a couple and their dog. So they're able to do different things than we are. We really try and get our kids to have the full Alaska experience. So taking 4 kids on something is different than doing it without kids. So I feel like we offer a different perspective in that way. Same with Summers in Alaska. They're way up in Fairbanks, and it's a very different things that they experience up there. So I know that I don't look at them like as a competition. I just love that there's room for all of us here on YouTube. So, because we all just have different experiences, different lives, different challenges that we can share with you guys. Wow, thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Hello from Missouri. Hi. I watch them too, but they're definitely off-grid. Yes, they are off-grid, but they're not that far from town. They just really choose to live that way. We could do the exact same thing that they do. right here in Eagle River, because they're not that far outside of Willow. They could go to the grocery store just as easy, but I love to see all the amazing things that they're able to do. That's how you found me, was through summers in Alaska. Awesome. I hope that I can meet them someday. I bought her Alaskan apparel sweatshirt one time, and showed you guys that last winter. She had a launch today, which is so exciting. I would love to just meet up with them. I don't know anybody else in real life that does YouTube. I would just love to have somebody to talk to in real life and like ask them questions and see their journey. So, oh, thank you, Anna. That's sweet. Yes, the cat, she is wanting to know what's going on. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Oh, one question I do have for you guys. I've been watching some videos, and sometimes they'll have like a little preview at the beginning of the video. Is that something that you like to see in a video? Do you like a preview of kind of what the video is going to be about, or do you rather we just get right into it? Oh, we need to do merch. I've designed some merch, but I'm so scared to launch it. Would you guys want a t-shirt that said "This Alaska Life" on it? I just need to make it so that I could wear it in my videos on Instagram and stuff. And I think I need to get a sticker for our big van too, like "This Alaska Life, watch our videos." But I think our videos are more for people that live outside Alaska. I know we do have a couple followers that are here in Alaska, but they tend to be more from other places. Whereas Mark's channel, I feel like he gets a lot of more people in Alaska. And so love all the Alaska merch. I bought a shirt from them, but it was too hot to wear in Florida. Mine was a little bit too tight. I just didn't like the fit of it. I like a little bit of a looser fit. I gave it to my niece. She can wear it down at college and represent Alaska. Get right into it and put a reminder on. I prefer to get right into it too. I want you guys to know within a couple seconds what's going on in the video. So that's good to know. I appreciate that feedback. Yes, it would be cool to do a collaboration pairing life in Anchorage and Fairbanks. Yeah, they are so different. When I talked about how we make plans for the winter time, on my list of things that I want to do is I want to go to Fairbanks in the winter. I just want to experience it. I want to see the real cold. They have an ice festival. I want to go to the Chino Hot Springs. I want to see the Northern Lights. So we are putting that on our calendar for around my birthday in February. For my actual birthday, Mark is riding his 100-mile bike race. It's called the Susitna 100. They ride it with fat tire bikes over frozen rivers and through the woods, and it's crazy. And he got third place 2 years ago. He didn't do it last year. He's amazing. So he started training. When I get up at 5:30 to go to the gym, he goes to the garage and trains on a trainer in the garage. And then he'll start riding outside once it gets a little, he'll ride to work and stuff, which is about a 35-minute drive to work. So he does that. Anyway, so that's his big thing for the winter. He's training for his 100-mile bike race. The man's endurance is incredible. He is amazing. Did Bennett take my cozy sweater? No, but I have loved that thing. I love throwing it on in the mornings and wearing it before I get ready for bed. I love that thing. He did not steal it from me because I'm always wearing it. But you'll see, I did get him one of those really, really, really cozy blankets from Costco. So he's been wrapping himself up in that. I got 3 of them and they went to like $12, and I got them all those. Yeah. So the thing with Anchorage and Fairbanks, I think it would be really fun to just like both go to the store and look at the same 10 things and show you those in comparison. And just, it's just a really different way of life there too, because it's so much colder. They do have a lot of military. We have a lot of military here in Eagle River where we live. So that is similar. Yeah. So it'd just be cool to meet them. I would love to tell them, hey, we have this Airbnb, come and visit us for a night or two and we can just get to know each other. That would be fun. But we're such a small channel and they just are such a big channel. It's a little intimidating to reach out to someone like that. So, okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Wow, this went really long. An hour. You guys, I hope that I didn't bore you to death, but you wouldn't be here if it was boring. So I guess thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This has just been so much fun. I know there's so many new faces on here. This last month, the month previous. So what are we at now? October. So September, August, we got 100 new subscribers. So grateful for every one of them. Next month, this last month, September, we got 1,100 new subscribers. It just blew me out of the water. I don't know if it's just more consistent videos, but I love it. I'm so grateful for you guys. Just left Fairbanks on Friday, was there for a month. Laura, awesome. My daughter had a baby. Congratulations. Now you're back to the 70s. Congratulations on the baby. That's so fun. All right. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. So if you like doing this, I'll try and put a reminder out next month, a week before. Any questions that you have, go on there. I'll also put it out on Instagram once some of you guys are over there. And then I can have questions because I like having questions to kind of lead the conversation here. But I would love to see your guys' faces. Oh, thank you so much, Kim. I'm grateful for you guys too. I wish I could send all of you a little Alaskan gift. I love putting together gift boxes. Maybe I just need to put together some gift boxes that you guys can buy because I really have a fun time doing it. All right. Good night, Jeanette. Goodbye. Vanessa, I love that when I'm at the gym, you're just going to bed and we can chat on Instagram. Thanks for always sending me nice messages. Thanks, Tammy. We really try and just show what this is our real life. And I think sometimes I get so immersed in our life that I don't think that it's that different. But some of you have just pointed out that we live a very different life. So thanks for reminding me that so that I can keep sharing. Thanks, Myra. I appreciate that you're here. Have a great weekend. Yeah, you too. Challenges into blessings. I don't know your name, but thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Yeah. Have a good night. All right, guys. Bye. Thank you for being here.